And the person who invited President Trump, Wyoming Senator John Barrasso, was there with the president. He joins me now live from Capitol Hill. Sir, so there you have it. I mean, the Democrats have said that these are the 5 things that we're going to try to hit them on. They're saying that the president is not telling the truth when it comes to his tax reform plan. Are you prepared to deal with the message fallout from all of this?
It seemed to me, listening to those Democrats, that they're making it up as they go along. We had a very productive meeting with the president. I'm glad he accepted my invitation to come. He's talking about things that American families are concerned about, which is keeping more of their hard-earned money. And to me, that's what tax reduction and tax relief and tax cuts are all about. That's the president's focus. It's where we are united. We've taken the first step by passing a budget, and now next week we'll be releasing a tax plan. The Democrats haven't seen it. They are just making up what they think is going to be in it. I will tell you, this is a plan focused on a couple of things. One is lowering rates, simplifying the whole tax code, making it fair, letting people keep more of their hard-earned money. That's what the president was focused on today. That's where we are committed and working all together.
If the Republicans do decide to add this 4th bracket or something, a new tax on millionaires, would you expect that some Senate Democrats would say, okay, well, look, now they're taxing the wealthy, so maybe they could come on board?
The Democrats seem to use their same talking points no matter what we propose. That's why we're focused on letting people keep more of their hard-earned money, lowering tax rates for the American people, tax cuts for the American people. That helps them with more money in their pocket, and it also helps businesses who can hire more people. As President Trump pointed out to us today at lunch, there have been 1.7 million American jobs created since Election Day of 2016. There is a level of growth and optimism. Dana, we're sure seeing it in Wyoming. The president talked about that. He talked about energy dominance, which is a big thing for us at home in Wyoming, and he talked about trade, specifically beef. Cattle, our #1 cash crop. Everything the president said today was music to the ears of the people of the Rocky Mountain West, and certainly in my home state of Wyoming.
Well, I'm going to want to have you back to talk about trade, because I think there are some concerns there. But let me ask you, how much of a distraction is it when President Trump is fighting with Senator Corker, and he's punching back, and you have the media basically asking Mitch McConnell 4 questions about Corker and not one on the policy side?
Well, you know, we don't need distractions. As the Senate Republicans, we are focused on the future and the families all across the country. You know, I know when somebody called this a photo op, I will tell you, Dana, this is no photo op. This was a productive working meeting with the President of the United States, dialoguing questions and answers with senators from across the country. Lots of issues being discussed: the economy, jobs, a strong and healthy economy, trade, energy, regulatory relief that has meant so much to help jobs in the economy across the country, as well as Neil Gorsuch on the Supreme Court, and additional opportunities that we have to put more judges in place over the next months and years.
Hey, while I have you, just one more question on something that we led the show with, which is there's a new investigation that the House Republicans have decided to do into this Uranium One deal. Now, I know that for several years, going way back, you being on the Energy and Natural Resources Committee have raised questions about this, and you didn't get any satisfactory answers from the Obama administration. Are you glad there's going to be an investigation?
Absolutely. I think this is good news for the American people. I've been trying to raise questions since 2010 on this sale of so much of our uranium assets to Russia. And this is a sale that had to be approved by a committee that approves those things. And the people that were on that committee, Hillary Clinton, who was Secretary of State at the time, as well as the Attorney General at the time, Eric Holder. And it looks like the FBI was doing investigations all the way back to 2009. And I want to know why the American people didn't know about those FBI investigations, because that should have prevented this sale to Russia and to Vladimir Putin from ever happening in the first place.
All right. Senator John Barrasso, thank you for being with us today.
Okay, thanks for having me.